the home side, or the visiting side, I should say. Although with a crowd, of course, it does feel a little bit like a home affair. There is the newly signed Kaizer in the midfield, played in Portugal in the lower leagues, played in the top flight in Poland, and most recently in Russia. The team he's just left for Kaizer Chiefs, sitting third from bottom in the Premier League in Russia. So Chiefs getting matters underway in their golden black colours, and of course Stellenbosch in the maroon. Conditions look pretty good out there, Sean. You were down there earlier on, playing-wise, and also just temperature-wise. Seems an ideal night for a good game of football. There's Morris before we get to Sean's weather report and pitch report. Yusuf marked as they look to try and stretch them a little bit. Morris playing the big number 9. Right, let's hear it, Sean.
Yeah, I've spent quite a bit of time on the field, a little bit on the heavy side, you know, as far as the grass is concerned, but like you've indicated, the weather is unbelievable as Chiefs go on the attack here.
A little off balance there, Lilepo, one of the new signings. He gets a round of applause from the fans. I'm not so sure whether, if that continues, that sort of adulation will be at the same level.
For a split second he was looking at the ground, what happened? But I think it's more about taking his eye off the ball than anything else.
Well, it's a positive start here from Kaizer Chiefs. Gaston Sereno getting a rare chance in the starting lineup of late. There's a substitute in the derby in the last game. Minimal involvement as well. Ndaka on this left-hand side is a big responsibility for Stellenbosch in the absence of Fawaz Basidi, and that could be a crucial factor tonight, although Ndaka did so well when he played in his league debut in December against the Orlando Pirates. He was named man of the match after they won that game at the Orlando Stadium in early December.
I think it's a brave move, to say the least, from Coach Barker to put Ndaka in, because you know, there's a lot of motivation to do well against a former club, to show them possibly what they could be missing, not just tonight, but in the few years to come as well.
Well, I'm not too sure he had much option. There's not much on the left-hand side there for Stellenbosch, but no hesitation. Ndaka at 21, he's just turned 21. Not the, in fact, indeed, not the youngest man on the pitch. Peely, of course, up front. Just 20. Carl Jurgens, 21. It's a young-looking Stellenbosch side out there.
But I think that's something we've come to witness over the last 3 to 5 years. You know, Coach Barker always likes to, you know, introduce young players. They've got a great academy under Coach Van Evangelos, and I think the first team obviously is where everybody wants to be. So they've got to take the opportunity. That's all I can say.
The referee's overruled the linesman on that. Corner kick it will be. First set piece opportunity here for Kaizer Chiefs. Sereno to take it, and the big men come forward. Morris is in there with Lilepo and Dortley. Inacio Miguel up front. Tokwe as well. Modi playing it back here. Sereno towards the back post. The header comes in. Chiefs have the lead, and the Congolese gets his first goal since signing from the French club Valenciennes.
That's a well-worked set play. You can see it's coming straight from the training ground. Stellenbosch, they went to sleep for a little while there. Unmarked Lilepo at the far post, and you can see the frustration from Sage Stevens. Not happy with his defense or the markers that was meant to pick up Lilepo. You know, that ball came in from Sereno. He peeled away from his marker, and it's a great leap. He's a big man. He's a big man, and he made use of that height. But the best part was heading the ball back where it came from, and it left Stevens pretty much flat-footed. But look at how well worked. Ball comes in, he's unmarked.
While they had their eyes on Morris, he just moved in a little bit into that gap here. Stuck it in the back of the net. Lilepo's second start for Kaizer Chiefs, made his full debut against Amazulu on Tuesday. Did have a sub-appearance in the derby. But now his first goal as well, and here he is with the ball down this right-hand side. Gets the cross in too, dealt with by Thabo Moloi Sane. Well, we mentioned at the top of the show, this really is Stellenbosch's bogey side, Kaizer Chiefs. They've had 6 home games previously against Chiefs, including when they were in the lower leagues. They played Chiefs in a Nedbank Cup game. They've lost 4 of those previous 6 games, including a 4-0 defeat at home, a 3-0 defeat at home, and elimination also on post-match penalties in the MTN8. That counted as a draw. So just 1 win at home in 6 home games against Kaizer Chiefs, and this has not started well if they're looking to reverse those statistics.
Yeah, it's without a doubt not the start that Coach Barker was looking for. You never want to concede in the first 5-15 minutes. Like most coaches say, that is the critical phase. You've got to be at a high focus and ensure that you do not concede. You know, get into the game, find your feet, and see how we can pose a threat to the opponent.
Chiefs won 2-1 just a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, up in Johannesburg. Wandile Duba scored both on that occasion. Lekoloane scored for Stellenbosch. None of them in the starting lineup tonight. Duba on the injury list for Chiefs. And of course Lekoloane just back from about a flu. He's on the bench. Quick response here perhaps from Pili. Well, he looked to run on to that, but I'm not sure he was ever thinking about maybe a first-time shot, but he's so tricky. Slipping at the vital moment though.
Yeah, very unfortunate. You can see in the intention what he wanted to do, giving Reed Fosler a lot to think about. It's just at the crucial time, slipping as he wanted to cross the ball. Faked a few times. Just at the critical moment, the right foot just slipped underneath.
Well, I think Frosler has got early notice that it's going to be a tough evening for him. Live log as things stand, if Chiefs can hold on here, they're going to go up above Sekhukhune into 4th place, but have a look at that, they would have played 2 games more. Stellenbosch drop if they lose here below Cape Town City. Now, Ndaka's in some trouble, but gets himself out of it, finds Toure. Carl Jurgens is on the right-hand side tonight in place of the Nigerian Godswill, who is injured for today's encounter. Had a bit of a problem with that position since Dino Conroy left for Orlando Pirates.
I find it always difficult to replace someone in the defense. Any other position is probably a little bit more easier. But when it's your last line, you want to have that security knowing that these players are good enough.
Just on that injury list for Kaizer Chiefs, we did mention Duba. Actually, Dupree, no chance to play against his old team. He's also out for Kaizer Chiefs and has been for a while. George Matlu was injured in the derby. He is out for today's game. Tetwa, another one who misses out today, the former Stellenbosch midfielder. I'm sure he would have enjoyed the opportunity against his old club. The clock, we're getting the call above Bradley Cross on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I think he's another player that's missing from the squad as well, so could possibly be an injury as well, because we know he's not suspended.
Well, they used the clock where on the left-hand side in the derby, then Cross on the left-back position against Amazulu on Tuesday. Milepo looks for Mart, nice touch. Tracking back was Jabbar. Now Ndaka runs into traffic, has a second bite. That should be Kaizer Chiefs' ball. It goes Stellenbosch's way. One other game tonight in the Betway Premiership. Amazulu are hosting Marumo Gallants this evening. We'll try and keep you updated with scores from Durban. Is De Jong offside? Yes, says the linesman over on the far side. With Ashley Cupido out with injury for today's encounter. No real established striker up front for Stellenbosch, having sold Dupré and Reyners in the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, that would have been quite interesting. Ashley Cupido against Dortley, two former Cape Town Spurs players themselves, and Butsaka as well in the midfield for Stellenbosch.
Nduli looks for Jabbar, taken away by Mordi. De Klokwe's pass, Mordi gets past Jurgens. That's a possible yellow. Oh, referee might have let him off here. Jurgens has got 3 yellows, and if he gets another, he'll be suspended for the next game for Stellenbosch, which is on Thursday night in Stellenbosch against Polokwane City in the Nedbank Cup second round encounter. A little bit too strong there for Lilepo out on this far side.
Well, very similar to Titus, posing a threat for Duhokwe. So will Mordi for Jurgens. You could see with that first move already, the speed will cause a bit of problem.
Kaizer Chiefs' next game is also in the Cup, home to Chippa United next Saturday, so they'll have a decent 8-day break. Stellenbosch a little shorter, but they have already decided they're going to give the players the rest of the weekend off. He has a chance for Butsaka now. He's been in goal-scoring form. Shot with the left foot. Doesn't really trouble Vuma.
Well, I know he's apologising, but it's a shot on target. I think it was worth a go to see if he can catch Vuma off guard. Maybe could have gone a little bit closer to the 18-yard area.
Scored in the last league game for Stellenbosch against Sekhukhune United, so obviously likes the feeling. Here's Jabbar. This time Butsaka out wide to Jurgens. He'll be looking for Titus. That's a good ball for Jabbar. Titus on the overlap. De Klokwe is the defender to beat. It's hanging up there. Touch from Frosler will be taken by Ndaka ahead of Lilepo. Frosler with a big clearance and a big cheer as well from the crowd. Now here goes Morris. Malloy Sane comes back and makes an excellent challenge. That's a superb tackle. That's
a great challenge, and he had to time that challenge as well, because if he did not make contact with the ball, that could have been a possible red. But what a great challenge from Thabo Molosane.
A real risk here for Malloy Sane as he got caught by the initial bounce there, and off went Tashrik Morris, but wow, comes across and that is outstanding stuff. Morris, of course, back in his hometown, began his career with Ajax Cape Town on this very field, Sean, back in November 2013. That's
over 10 years ago.
Yeah, more than 10 years ago. They were playing against Kaizer Chiefs Ajax. It was 0-0. They took off Lebogang Manyama with 80 minutes gone, and Morris scored 6 minutes after coming on for his first run. Ball given away to De Jong, but very quickly smothered. Now Lilepo gets past them. Ndaka. Cross will be cleared away by Toure. Was nowhere near. Morris was nowhere near that, I should say, but now he has the quick counter with Titus. Goes for goal. It's really opened up. Look at the spaces available as Serino goes on the charge. Toure under a bit of pressure. Very nicely done by Ishmael Toure in the end. A little bit of flair. Good start here to the opening quarter of an hour of this encounter at Athlone Stadium. Taylor, the new man in the middle, finds Morris. Back again. Now Mart. Frosler had a good game against Amazulu, keeps his place for today's encounter. Had to sit out the derby. Morris, Mart, Sereno gets past the challenge of Butsaka, looking to find Lilepo. Lilepo tries the shot. Lovely little ball from Morris, but markedly there's some hesitation in that Stellenbosch defence.
Oh, you could see obviously with that ball from Sereno. He knew exactly the run that Lilepo was going to make. And you could see, he just drags the ball inside. And you could see what the intention was, probably with the outside of the right foot to find the bottom of the far post. But he just dragged it across his body. Ended up going for a goal kick. I think we definitely expected an open game with both of these teams, the way they attack and sometimes leave spaces at the back. But nobody expected that goal or the first goal to come from a set play.
Malloy Sane again holding off the attentions of Modi. And then the goal from Lilepo early on in this encounter.
That was very unfortunate on the weekend, wasn't he? He thought he scored his first goal. But that was quickly chalked off as an own goal.
Down the line from Butsaka. Doesn't find Titus. Back from Dortley to goalkeeper Vuma. A bit of time, Rashwan Dortley's got the family watching him. Cape Town boy, of course. Now Pili holds off two, finds Butsaka. He gets clipped by Sereno, and we will have a free kick here for Stellenbosch.
No, that's a very good position for Stellenbosch. The likes of Torre will go forward. Well, Sani will be one of them as well. And never discounting Andre de Jong. He's always a threat in here.
Sereno making the move from champions Mamelodi Sundowns at the end of last season. I think they're still waiting for an impact from him. He'll be 34 years old in 2 weeks' time, so Chiefs are hoping for decent service out of him. And Daka, chance at the back post perhaps, laid back here for Titus. He's going to float it back in again and straight against Lilepo, who's having a dream start here at the Athlone Stadium. Jurgens to Ndaka, the two fullbacks combining. Cut out by Yusuf Mart, who sets Morris on his way. And Jurgens with a little push on Morris there. Surely he's going to get a yellow here now. Now that means he will play no part in the game against Polokwane City. And that earlier foul as well will give Steve Barker some cause for concern, I think. This early in the game that a fullback is going to be tested throughout this match has already gone into the book.
No, it's always a little bit dangerous for a defending player to be on a yellow so early in the game. And I'm sure he's getting instructions from the touchline to take it a little bit easy and watch his tackles now. The last thing you want is to be 10 men against Kaizer Chiefs.
Sereno again to take this. Not high enough as Ndaka deals with it. Frosler. And that hit Titus. And I think the referee's going to stop play and allow him to get some treatment. I think this might be a little painful to watch if we were to show it to you again. Yusuf Mart in discussion with the coach. A little bit of translation there on the bench as well. And Yeah, Devon Titus. If you're a little squeamish, look away, because that's rather sore. Key man, of course, tonight. 8 goals already this season, Devon Titus. That's in all competitions, of course. It's amazing. Stellenbosch tonight, this is only their 14th league game, so they're not yet at the halfway point, but 31 games, including this one, already this season. Kaizer Chiefs, this is their 20th.
Yeah, they have been heavily involved, obviously, in representing South Africa in the CAF competition confederation. So, and a lot of travelling as well. And I think that sometimes it takes more its toll than playing the matches itself. But Coach Steve Barker has done tremendously well with the rotation of the squad and introducing young players at certain moments.
Decision against Taylor. That almost worked, the little combination of Pili and Ndaka, well stopped by Frosler, and now Matt to Morris, inside to Serino, good challenge from Nduli, and good challenge in return from Serino.
Well, it seems like the Chiefs players are definitely up for the fight. There's a lot of energy in that final third. The combination between Serino, Morris, Lelepo, and even Modi.
Ndaka up into the night sky. This is going to bounce around. Jurgens will get a touch to it. Jabbar. Good turnout tonight at Athlone. Friday nights, as you mentioned in the build-up, it's always traditionally been a good footballing evening in the Cape. They don't play enough Friday nights.
Well, we don't have enough teams, do we? Not like before. We had four or five teams. Now we've only got 2 in the top flight, and it obviously limit the games. But you know, Friday nights, you know, this stadium literally were lit up with the entertainment on the football field and the fans.
Kept in play. Jurgens battling away with Lelepo. Butsaka had the last touch. It'll be a throw in here for Kaizer Chiefs, who've looked far the better team as we reach the halfway point of this first half. Now a yellow card against Tlele. Comes from Kwamashu, but this is the first time at the age of 28 now that he's playing in South African football, so a new face, as it were, for local fans. Has played for South Africa in the COSAFA Cup, played at under 23 level as well. Went directly to Portugal as a teenager. In fact, spent 1 season with Benfica's reserve team. Ndaka down the line, looking for Pili. Across comes Inacio Miguel. The Angolans taking no chances, I think, with the trickery that Pili can put on.
I think it's always better to go for safety first. Try and be overconfident and put yourself in a very difficult position. But now they've got to defend this long throw by Molesani.
We're looking for Toure perhaps at the near post. This is a well-worked routine for Stellenbosch. In it comes from Moloi Sane, and That's far too much. Or far too close to the goal line.
No, he's got to throw that ball towards the 6-yard area. There's no use throwing it towards the goal line where nobody can go and attack it. He's got Torre, he's got De Jong in that area. And you can see he's disappointed. He said it just got too much height.
Look at that lovely Cape sunset here in the mother city. Lights are on. Chiefs fans are enjoying themselves, and the house is fast filling up. There are still people arriving, which is unusual for this place because everyone goes home at 3 o'clock on a Friday.
You've got to go home first before coming to the stadium.
Now Mark gets a little lecture from Mr. Badi. Ignacio Miguel out wide. Sereno picks up the pass from Mordi. Morris makes the run. Good cutout by Toure. Taken over by Butsaka. He's done so well since arriving at Stellenbosch. Yeah, good effort in these early stages from Gaston Sereno.
Yeah, like I indicated earlier, both himself and Morris putting a lot of pressure on the Stellenbosch defense, not making it easy for them to just come out with the ball. That's why you see Stellenbosch struggling to get the ball to the midfield.
Now left-footed ball inside from Jurgens. Dooley's first touch was a bit heavy. Gets himself out of trouble. Jabbar in the midfield today in place of Kiba, who's started so well since he's moved from Galaxy. They've got Lesiba and Koo on the bench today. The other new signing that Stellenbosch made in the January transfer window from Mamelodi Sundowns. Not yet 100% match fit, but Stellenbosch hope he'll be a regular starter from next week or so. I'm sure he'll get a run tonight again, as he did against Sekou Kune. Now Mordi. He's had plenty of chances. He's created plenty of chances in the last couple of games. Falls for De Jong. Jurgens up to Titus, has been fairly quiet by his standards.
Stellenbosch just finding it very difficult to advance that ball into the final third, because Chiefs is not giving them any time or space to go and attack those spaces that they usually want to on the wings with Titus and Pili.
Amazulu's game at Moses Mabhida Stadium tonight against Marumo Gallants is goalless after 25 minutes. Tomorrow, of course, Pirates versus Sundowns. I think the entire country will be either at the stadium or watching live on your World of Champions. It's a much anticipated encounter. 3:30 kickoff.
Yeah, no, if I'm not mistaken, another sold-out affair there. Warranted, obviously, for the fact that you've got the top two teams in the country.
I wonder whether it's the early championship decider, whether if Sundowns get away from Pirates, that's it in terms of the title race. Now Mordi irritating Titus there, who's not a happy chappy at the moment. The foul was on Jurgens, of course. So free kick here for Stellenbosch.
This has to go second post. You know, you've always got a better opportunity attacking the ball from behind.
Gets good elevation on it, Jurgens. Good header away from Mutt. Always dangerous, those ones dropping in there. Now let's see if Moloi Sani can get the long throw right this time. Looks for Toure, and it's Toure who's penalised. Little push in the back of Lilepo. So half an hour gone here. Chiefs leading. An early goal from Lilepo.
Yeah, and I think this first 30 minutes, they're actually worth this 1-0 lead at this moment in time. They've done extremely well, not just in attack, but also in defence. From the front.
Now Vuma is down, the Chiefs goalkeeper.
I think De Jong just caught him on the follow through, trying to block the shot going forward, and by accident probably caught the inside of his ankle.
That'll be an all-French discussion. Lilepo from the DRC played for Al Hilal of Sudan before going to France. He was in the second division in France season before last with Valencia, but they got relegated. That's Ntawari, the Rwanda international, signed from Galaxy at the beginning of the season. Vuma's played 10 successive games, including tonight for Kaizer Chiefs after coming into the team. Remember, Ntawari started the season as #1, then Brandon Peterson took over. Both are on the trip, although only Ntawari is on the team sheet along with Vuma.
It's a little bit unfortunate, De Jong. Vuma just caught him on the top of the knee.
Looks to be okay and ready to resume. Vuma, already 29 years old. I suppose for a goalkeeper that's not the end of the world. Long way to go still.
Yeah, I think generally that's where they hit their prime, 28 to 36. So he's still got a few more years to go.
Sage Stevens seems to have been around forever. Began his career at Morocco Swallows. He's having the best season of his career too, with the first Bafana cap in November. Fowler Ndaka just fixing up the footwear. That's got caught on the toe there by Mart. Moloi Sani now. A little too strong, but Inacio Miguel.
Yeah, let me say, it's not easy on that field hearing someone's voices, you know. Myself and Sia Nkosi trying very hard to obviously listen to the questions of Lerato. And when you get an instruction from your keeper, maybe to leave it for him, you can see Miguel obviously did not hear that instruction and rather went for safety first.
Now Moloi Sani, another long throw. Ismail Toure making his way to the near post. Again, almost on the touchline. In fact, out of play as De Jong try to keep that in play.
I still think he needs to throw more towards the 6-yard box. You know, it doesn't help really. That's 2 throws now that hasn't really counted in any way. I'm sure Coach Steve Barker won't be happy about that, because any set play could be a goal scoring opportunity for them.
Well, by the usual exciting standards, it's a pretty flat looking Stellenbosch here tonight. Steve Barker in earnest conversation there with his technical team. You mentioned, of course, Coach Van Evangelios Velios, who runs the DDC side, and of course Wesley Sergel in between them, also a key member of the side in terms of the tactics and the planning. Stevens Frosner has played that into the danger zone. It might fall for Jabbar, and Ignacio Miguel did well. Innocuous looking ball initially, but that could have been dangerous for Chiefs.
Well, Frosler didn't really deal with the first one, and Miguel almost had to bail him out there.
Now Butsaka. Out wide to Titus. Here's Jurgens. Finds Butsaka. Not the easiest ball to deal with the first touch. Then Kaizer Chiefs take it away, as they've done so many times already in this game. Sereno pushing forward, looking for Morris. Cut out by Toure. Morris with the steal. Jurgens with a big clearance. Peely's the only man up front. Lilepo will get through the middle. Handball surely by Butsaka. Play on, says the referee. Here's Sereno now. There's a little nudge there from Toure, just to remind him he's double the size. And then a foul for Titus. And Sereno not happy about that initial challenge.
I think he played advantage, obviously, for Chiefs, because the ball went to Modi, who then in return lost the ball again. That's a clear, that's a good challenge. And then Sereno a little bit more frustration than anything else.
Well, good old Latin American reaction, wasn't it? Jabbar rides the challenge on Mark. De Jong, and very quickly dispossessed again, as Dorothy read that well. Lilepo now out wide, and Daka chasing him.
That's the one thing that Chiefs has done well here in this first 35 minutes. Applying a lot of pressure on Stellenbosch when in possession. Not giving them any time to think or even get the pass away.
Now Jabbar. Butsaka. Jabbar takes it away. Finds Peely. He's going to take on Frosler. Little burst of pace. Now can he get it square? He'll get a corner out of that. Must be a fullback's nightmare having a guy like that against you.
Well, not only does he have the speed, he's got the skill as well. And like you indicated earlier, Frosler's going to be in for a tough time here tonight. I don't know whether he's going to go outside or inside, because he's quite comfortable with either foot.
This is Stellenbosch's first corner of the night. Jurgens to take it, a little too low along the ground, and Mike clears it away, but maybe Ndaka can get some elevation on this ball. Almost all the way, I should say, to the back post. Modi. Frosler. Lilepo. Ndaka protesting his innocence.
Oh, he's saying he just stood his ground. There was no foul in it.
I did lean into him, but maybe a bit soft.
Oh, and Ndaka is almost half the size of Lilepo, so
here's a little bit of a push there, but he was a man going down. Not many Congolese in the past, of course, in Kaizer Chiefs colours. Did Kampamba Musasa play with you when you got there, or I think he just left? You probably came in as one of his replacements. They had Emeka Mamale, who was a great player in the late 90s. Pretende Shele, the goalkeeper. He might have scored against him. And Kanga and Zaza didn't play all that much. Nice long throw, looking for Morris, battling with Toure. Jurgens loses out. Now, foul given away. Remember, he's on a card, Kyle Jurgens. He's got to be very careful. He studiously walks away from the crime zone or the crime scene.
He's giving coach Steve Barker a lot to think about at half-time. Does he take him off? Does he continue? He's already on a yellow and been given a few fouls away in the last few minutes.
Sereno very much the set piece taker here for Chiefs, and maybe Taylor might fancy this one. Two of the smallest men forming that little wall there, Jabbar and Keeley. Sereno's going to leave this one. Headed straight into the arms of Stevens. Titus has come across to the left, but that slipped under his boot.
Just took his eye off the ball for a split second as he saw Lelepo coming towards him.
A bit of frustration for Steve Barker. Haven't had too many league matches of late with all of the cup games that they've been playing, but we're looking to consolidate their league position, move themselves up the table, get themselves up into that top 5, where they, of course, last season they were pretty much number 2 for almost all the campaign. Orlando Pirates caught them up in the closing stages. Stellenbosch actually haven't won a home league game since they beat Maruma Gallants in October. Admittedly played Sundowns and Sekhukhune only since then. Jabbar, Butsaka. Foot up from Butsaka. We were being encouraged to get the ball back into play, but Kaizer Chiefs in no hurry with this 1-goal lead as we head towards half-time.
I think that's the only reason why it's still at 1-0. The final third entries from Stellenbosch have not really been any threat to Kaizer Chiefs.
That's Mike Ford here for Mordi. Ture kept an eye on the player, kept an eye on the ball as well, and got that back to his goalkeeper in the nick of time. 2 minutes plus stoppage time left here in the first half. It's been an excellent pressing game from Kaizer Chiefs. Really smothered Stellenbosch today. Look how they're still stuck there in that corner now. The combination of Butsaka and Nduli give them a little bit more freedom. Jabbar. Looking for the crossfield switch, looking for the Young out wide. A bit of pressure there with Titus bearing down, but Inacio Miguel and Vuma kept their cool, or Dortley, excuse me. See the wind, a little bit of play now. That ball kicked forward, just hung in the air for a short while.
I think the quickest way to recognize that is if you see the corner flags, you know, There's a little bit of wind coming up in look at the shirts of the players as well. So at the moment, Chiefs will be playing the last few minutes into the wind.
Three minutes to be added on. Now, Nduli. Dortley with the clearance. De Jong does well. Gets it wide. Jurgens has got a bit of space. Early ball inside. Too close to the keeper. Looking for De Jong and Titus up front.
Yeah, it's all good and well playing those type of balls, but you need to get players in the box, and you can see Basadin, he would have been one of those players probably, making his way down into the box from the left hand side. Big miss here for Stellenbosch tonight.
Been amongst the goals of late as well and taken a few penalties. Ndaka played for Kaizer Chiefs at junior level.
Well, I think there's still a lot to happen in this game, with the scoreline still being at 1-0 for Kaizer Chiefs. I'm sure there's a lot of things going through Coach Steve Barker's mind as far as halftime is concerned. Does he introduce a few more players to change the scoreline? And then you've got to also consider Jurgens being on a yellow card.
He's missing maybe one or two key elements tonight that he would have liked to have had. Kiba in particular. Basadin you've mentioned. Titus. That's a foul on Lilepo. He is having a really frustrating evening, Devon Titus.
Well, he started on the right hand side, things didn't go his way, and he's come now to Real Frosler side. Lilepo assisting his fullback Frosler.
Lilepo, by the way, has played in South Africa before with Al Hilal against Mamelodi Sundowns in the Champions League. He also played for Vita Club of Kinshasa against Marumo Gallants in the Confeds Cup 3 seasons ago. So I know a little bit about conditions here. Now, was Jabbar brought down? Yes, says the referee. And we are going to have a yellow card here. And that means Mart is suspended for the cup tie. No, he won't play against Chippa United Saturday next week. Not dissimilar to that penalty given away in the derby.
And at least it wasn't in the 18-yard either, so...
We have already had 3 minutes of stoppage time played, almost 3.5, so surely this is the last action of the half. Chance for Stellenbosch to get themselves back in the game. We saw a wonderful free kick here on Wednesday night when Cape Town Spurs drew with Lamont for Golden Arrows. Came at the other end from Tsepo Fatso and Nyama. Shot is blocked. And that is the end of the half. So that was the last chance. Stellenbosch will go into the break behind Sean Bartlett.
Yeah, I think they need to intensify their approach as far as the final third entries are concerned, and make better use of the set plays, whether it's corner kicks or long throw-ins. I think Coach Steve Barker will definitely re-emphasize that as far as ensuring getting back into this game. They need that one goal, at least get the equalizer and get yourself on the way back.
A little post-mortem on the pitch before they head into the tunnel, where there'll be some instructions from the coach. But Interesting 45 minutes so far in this game, and good news for the Kaizer Chiefs fans who dominating the attendance here today. Their side leading by a 0-0 with Glody Lelepo, the Congolese, getting his first goal in Kaizer Chiefs colours. They have high hopes for him and what he can do to help turn this giant back into a trophy-winning side, and he's certainly got off to a positive start. So, confirmation, Chiefs are in the lead as we go into half-time. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Seven, 6.
I can't hear you. Anything.
Nou, Alfie, maar kan gewoon. It is halftime at Athlon Stadium, and it is the visitors, Kaizer Chiefs, that have the lead up against the Stellenbosch. Lilepo with that goal that came through in a way of a header. And of course, now they are really calling the shots, and that is the Kaizer Chiefs. The Stellenbosch will need to really do a lot of work to ensure that in that second half, they come out as a very dominant team. Welcome back. Yes, the wind speed has definitely picked up just a bit. It is Cape Town weather after all. Still joined by Siyankosi and Coach Sean Bartlett. A pretty open game, Sia, would you say, in the first 45 minutes?
A very tight game, in fact. I feel that Stellenbosch are very suffocated because Kaizer Chiefs are making sure that they are not allowing them to build from the back, closing the two center backs, especially when they try to play out with Mart and Serino, Morris jumping out to the press. And also, their two fullbacks are locked in, so they can't find now the forward players in Pili as well as Titus, and most especially at De Jong there. The midfield, the entire midfield has just been quiet, kept quiet because of the press that Kaizer Chiefs has implemented.
Coach Sean Sia was talking about something very important. As we were watching this, he says now they've got definitive players, they've got players that can make up their minds, and that's how they get the goal.
Yeah, and I think for any coach, it's the worst possible way to concede. You know, you work on set plays every time to get these guys to notice and stay with their markers. But you can see the frustration also from Sage Stevens. They've probably practiced this. You've got to stay with your marker. But Lepo comes unmarked at the second post, and it does really well. You know, any striker or attacking player, you've got to hit the ball back where it came from. Because look at Sage Stevens. You can't move because that header is so accurate. There's no way you could be able to get there.
And we spoke about decisions before the game, and Serino there, very decisive. He just stands it up because he knows that he gives the players in the box to readjust. You saw Lilepo there, he was moving backwards because he was judging the flight of the ball and then guides it back where it's coming from. But there's been too little from Stellies, reduced to shots like that, very tame shot outside the box. You can't blame Pusaka, but we know Stellies can get inside the box. They can threaten you with the runs behind. But when you're finding them doing that, then you know they're frustrated.
They're lacking something in attack today.
Well, the biggest thing they're lacking at this moment is, like Sia saying, runs behind. You know, maybe even the second half will become more difficult because, as we can see, the wind is picking up. So when you're going to try and play those long balls, he's not going to get there. But I think they need to be a little bit more energetic in the final third and create more opportunities.
And in trying to create more opportunities rather, that is for Stellenbosch to at least try to get that equalizer, as Kaizer Chiefs now are calling the shots. Just behind me, players like Njabulo Blom, Samkelo Zwane, Obrigado, Mfundo Vilagazi, they're warming up. What is that telling you, Sia?
They need players who can turn because the entire midfield of Kaizer Chiefs, Mart and Tele, they're playing where they're facing. They need to turn and find someone on the diagonal, someone on the opposite side so that they can change the point of attack, because then you can be able to free up players out wide like Modi as well as Lilepo. You are able to generate that space. Otherwise, you're just going to keep playing back. That's why their game lacks fluidity. And I think the likes of Shabalala, because he likes to turn and he looks to look the opposite direction and diagonal, will help them to unlock even a Serino, because even a Morris hasn't been found enough.
Carl Jurgens, now things are not very comfortable for him.
Well,
possible subs for Stellies?
Well, not just Carl Jurgens, but I was going to say on Chiefs, you know, Tele and Mart both has been booked.
Yeah.
So I think that's something obviously the coach is looking at. Hence he's got Chabalala, he's got Zwane, and he's got Blom warming up. That's central midfield. But Jurgens definitely, like you've indicated, with the coach has got to make a move. Not only did he get a yellow card, but also he's made a couple of fouls after that, so he's on very, very thin ice.
With that said, we return in a couple of moments for the second half. It is Stellenbosch that need to come out in that second half up against Kaizer Chiefs.
Welcome back everyone here to Athlone Stadium. Stellenbosch are trailing by a 0-0 against Kaizer Chiefs. They're looking to rectify that by making 2 changes here at the start of the second half. Atekosi Kaba coming on, as well as Lesiba Nku, recently signed from Mamelodi Sundowns. Going off is Chumani Butsaka, as well as Kyle Jurgens. So Kaba will go in presumably on the left-hand side, or no, Moloi Sani will move across to the right-hand side where Jurgens was playing, and Kaba will combine with Ture. That's centre-back, and then of course in the middle of the park, Nku will bring in his talent here to take on the Kaizer Chiefs midfield. So no surprise there that Jurgens is taken off and replaced. And Moloi Sane, not for the first time this season, shifts into the right-back position. And Steve Barker with a ready solution to that obvious problem. So let's see if that changes things. It's more preventative substitution defensively, but the key one is Lesiba Nku coming on in the middle in place of Butsaka. How could he potentially change this game? He'll be operating on the right. Didn't play a single game for Mamelodi Sundowns this season. Nku did score against Stellenbosch for Sundowns in the last campaign. Cool forward, looking for Titus. Another overhead kick, finds De Jong. It's bouncing around there like a pinball at the moment. De Jong making the challenge on Mart. Oh, Ndaka is going to land himself in the book for that challenge, potentially, and that'll be another fullback in a bit of trouble. Let's see what Mr. Badi does here. It'll be a big letter for Ndaka if he doesn't get booked.
Well, I think it's only the influence of the Chiefs players that might get him booked at this moment, because there's no indication that he's going to take out a yellow card. But normally when the medical staff is being called, you know there's a card coming. But I don't think he's made that many fouls in Dhaka in the game, so he might get away with this particular one.
Yeah, it looked pretty sore, that one on Lilepo. So Lilepo ready to resume after he's gone off and then come back on again. There is Vilakazi standing by to come on as a potential change. Viduzi Shabalala also dropped for today's encounter. He's next to him. Tebogo Potsani is in there as well, and Jabulo Blom. Pretty handy changes that Kaizer Chiefs can make. Now De Jong. Here's Titus. Things haven't been going his way tonight. This is Mordi, challenge from Moloi. Up to Morris. Neatly done by Kele, and a bit of pressure from De Jong. Frosler has to deal with the pace of Pili, who steals it away. Ndaka looking for De Jong, off the thigh of Inacio Miguel, taking no chances.
Well, he's done that a few times tonight, giving proper cover to Reeve Frosler on the right hand side. He does get sucked out a little bit by Pili Frosler.
Pili again proving dangerous. Jabbar, however, stripped of the ball. Serino's made lots of little steals in this game. This is taken by Mkaba, his first contribution since coming on. always a little buzz of anticipation as Serino charges forward with Mordi. Cut out. Good turn. Mordi looking to tease Moloi Sane, who's back biting at his heels. Now on the right, Frosler. Lilepo finds Mordi. Looking to play the 1-2. Serino went down. The foul by Moloi Sane. Free kick for Kaizer Chiefs in a very good position. The sort of kick that Serino's won plenty of times before in his career.
I think it's almost like enticing the defender to come and make the tackle. He knows he's just going to play it around the corner, but he stood on his foot. With these new boots, there's not a lot of protection with the thin upper layer.
Excellent opportunity now for Kaizer Chiefs to add a second, give themselves a bit of breathing room here at Athlone, early stages of the half.
Well, it seems like Lilepo has taken control and he wants to take this free kick. He might have shown in training that he's capable of doing it.
And Stellenbosch don't really know what's coming because they would not have seen him taking set pieces previously. Glody Lilepo looking for a second goal.
All he has to do is just get it over that wall on the inside of that post.
Goes into the breadbasket of Sage Stevens.
Well, Sage did really well not moving to the other side. A lot of keepers anticipate and take a step to the right inside and find themselves in a lot of trouble. Instead he stood in his side that he's supposed to.
Now Mordi taken away, runs into Moloi Sane. Once again another passage of play where Stellenbosch just really aren't able to break the shackles, get some momentum going in attack, and Kaizer Chiefs ruling the roost for the moment with the confidence of the scoreline. Moloi Sane misses out there. This is Mordi back inside to Serino. Ball here for Martz, just got away from him. De Jong will now try and set up the counter. Ignacio Miguel and Darko with a little dummy there.
Yusuf Martz just couldn't control that pass from Serino. Would have been a great attack for them.
Mistake from the youngster. It's the 9th start already for Ndaka this season. He's had 3 in the league, including tonight, 3 in domestic cup competition and 3 in the Confederations Cup on the African continent. So he's gaining experience at a rapid pace in his first season in top flight football. Morris, Nduli stretching. Now that's a foul on Nduli and a chance for Stellenbosch to clear their lines.
Great cover from Nduli as a central defensive midfielder to go all across to the left-hand side, give him Darko a bit of cover. You clearly see Morris just pulling Nduli. The wind has definitely picked up on the field, and it's not going to be as easy as you can see from the kick here with Sage Stevens. Doesn't travel as far as before.
Ture in possession here, and you look centre-back pairing with Kaba, Moloi on the right. Again, a real back battle, and the Kaizer Chiefs winning possession. Good work from Mart. Mordi running into traffic. And Ku doing well. Now Malloy Sane looking for the run of Titus. This will hang up nicely for him, and then he slips at the crucial moment. Stellenbosch claiming a free kick there. Referee wasn't interested. Do you think it was foul?
Well, he's got his hands on the back of Titus. I know you all see he slipped, but the minute you make contact from behind, you always give the referee opportunity to make a decision.
Play on was the decision from Mr. Badi, and now De Klokwe to clear. Leave that job for Vuma. Turn from Pili. Always looks so busy. The whole body's shaking and moving as he plays. Battling with Serino. The 20-year-old against the 34-year-old, or almost 34-year-old. Toure pushing forward. Morris looking to take it away. This will fall for Serino. Into the path of Lilepo. And straight into the arms of Stevens. And now there's a bit of space for Stellenbosch on the counter. Ndaka. Looking for the run from De Jong. Jabbar. Pili. Finds De Jong. In turn, Titus. Ball back here. Inviting one net. Behind Nku. Too strong for Morris. That's probably one of the first fluid attacking moves we've seen from Stellenbosch in this game. And suddenly just a little reminder of their potential. Now Pili again. Good idea looking from Ndaka, but he hit it straight at Frosler. Challenge from Nduli. Chiefs holding firm.
It was definitely one of the more threatening attacks from Stellenbosch. Well worked down that left-hand side. I just feel that just didn't have enough numbers in that 18-yard area.
Well, if it stays this way, Chiefs will have 3 successive away wins over Stellenbosch. And remember, they beat them at home earlier on this season as well. Both sides then turning their attention to the cup. That goes against Lilepo and in favour of Toure. They've got 20 shots in on goal in their last game against Sekhukhune United. Stellenbosch in the end didn't get the victory. It was a 1-1 draw, but tonight hardly anything. Foul on Mordi by Nduli. Well, he's been fairly patient, the referee, but not anymore. Sikle Ndule into the book.
You can see clearly referee Badi is saying you denied a goal scoring opportunity here. He was well in his way. I have to give you a yellow card.
Yeah, Mordi's been in good form of late, besides his finishing. Got those 2 goals in the first round of the Nedbank Cup, but he could have had a hat-trick in that game. He had excellent chance in the subsequent matches, chances against Pirates and also Amazulu. And he's proving to be a real handful. Now, Serino again. To curl it in with the right. Again a little low, hits the head door of Malloy Sane. Frosler. There's De Klokwe now. He drives it. They're looking for Dortley. Dortley and Inacio Mangol, the 2 centre-backs remaining up front. Morris, Frosler, here's Dortley. Comes off Dortley and will fall for Serino. didn't find Mart. The big centre-back, Ignacio Miguel, stayed up front, looking to combine. Now he's going to track back quickly. Now and Cool, if he can keep this in play. No, he can't. Would have been a bit of space for him.
Now that ball just needed to be played more, a little bit forward into the space instead of trying to find Nku. And we can clearly see it's a different Stellenbosch in the second half. Instructions has obviously been clear at half-time. Got to get back into this game to give ourselves any chance of getting the win.
Well, they'll have 30 minutes to do that. 60-minute mark is upon us. Chiefs still ahead, courtesy of that early goal from Lilepo. Now Mdaka. Kava. Another two of the youngsters that Stellenbosch are nurturing. Possession stats suggest that the home side are seeing more of the ball, but Bruce Wuma has not been very busy in this game, that's for sure. Now Morris takes us away. Clearance from Malloy Sani, flick on from Cool, and again Kaizer Chiefs have possession with Yusuf Mark this time. Sereno, is he going to go for goal? Stolen by Nduli. Now can he get Titus going? No, he can't. Those passes are not working out for the home side. Pikrokwe finds Modi. A real physical performance from both sides tonight, with all of this pressing and chasing down and tackles in the middle. Mordi now. Morris. Cut out by Ndaka. He's got Pili ahead of him. He wants the ball, but instead he finds Titus. Over the head of Doughty. A little bit of confusion there with the keeper, but all's well that ends well for Kaizer Chiefs. With Sereno. Lilepo will get there first. Through the legs of Nkaba. No penalty. The crowd are going mad here. I think Lilepo is milking it a little bit. Play on. Action on the other end. De Jong now. He's looking for Nku. Gets there ahead of Dortley. Jabbar. His ball doesn't go into the middle. Nduli. Now Stellenbosch on the attack. Shots on goal is wide from Pili. And Lilepo still down on the other end, and the referee's not interested in getting him any treatment.
Oh, there's nothing much in this. It's more a push on the chest than anything else. So, don't know where the injury is coming from. That's exactly what happened in the first half when Ndaka on the halfway line and he gave a foul. This time around, the referee have way of play on.
Well, the crowd are baying for the referee now. You can hear them chanting, referee, referee.
He did go down to a little bit too easy maybe for the liking of referee Badi.
But Dama also flirting with danger.
I always say if you give a referee opportunity to make a decision, you'll most likely make it and it won't be in your favor.
There's a yellow card here for Ignacio Miguel as well.
He was very angry because I think Tazriq Morris didn't look what he was intending to do. Miguel was trying to play a long ball from the goal kick. And Morris didn't look interested at all.
5 yellows already in this game. Header won by Jabbar. Up goes Toure. Up goes Miguel. Now Jabbar with Pili and last touch of Serino. He does like a good scrapple, Serino. I've never seen him happy with a single decision. It's getting a little tasty out there now. Tension is mounting.
You wouldn't want to lose focus now. Start giving silly fouls away.
Serino getting a couple of tackles in there. Tension of being the Kaizer Chiefs coach. You can see clearly written on the face there of Nasruddin Nabi. The hottest seat in South African sports. Sean Martin, surely you've sat next to it. You know the temperature.
Yeah, it's one of those things, obviously, you've got to navigate and control yourself. Don't let it be influenced by anybody else. The decisions you make as well. Make sure it benefits your team, your club, and yourself.
Now Toure will get there first. The Leopold none the worse for wear. And some 25 minutes remain. This ball looking for Nku. He's had very little service so far in this encounter since coming on at half-time. Two wins, 2 draws and 2 losses in 6 previous home matches for Stellenbosch. Of course, they had to play those games in Cape Town almost exclusively, except for the one against Sekhukhune. Now Pile into the middle. Serino will come away with it. Still Serino finds Mart. Ditlokwe. Janino Palace is standing by to come on for Stellenbosch. Now Ditlokwe. That's the last touch of Ditlokwe. In fact, there's going to be a double change now for Stellenbosch. Both Janino Palace and Lekoloane to come on. Andre de Jong departs. It's been a rather quiet evening for him. And Omega Ndaka will go off as well. He's got that card.
He'll probably find that Jabbar will go to the left-hand side as the fullback. Palace generally plays in the central midfield, and Lekoloane will most likely just go up front, lead the line.
Yep, I think you've got it spot on. Clearance from Dortley. Now Stellenbosch. Trying to get things going. Throw-in will be taken by Malloy Sani. Look to get some elevation going here. Looking for Toure. Does get the flick on there, Ishmael Toure. And again, another chance. Miguel clears it away. Morris helps, and Serino with an excellent ball here for Mori to chase onto, which Stevens deals with. Hangs up in the air onto the chest of Toure. The foul on Serino. catch a player in the face these days, there's very little mitigation. Javar now at left back. Well, Morris forcing the turnover, because here comes Mordi. Cuts inside, goes for the shot. Nice little effort.
That's got to be a corner. That was a great save for me from Sage Stevens, and referee Bardi has given a goal kick. That's unbelievable. You can see from this angle, Mordi is always going to go on his right hand side. Kills it nicely, and there's that final touch.
Very easily a corner, as you can see from that slow-mo, missed by the match officials. Little let off for Stellenbosch. Now Lekoloane, a little push in the back there of Dortley will mean a free kick in favour of Kaizer Chiefs.
That's all Dortley had to do, get yourself between the player and the ball. Any little bit of contact, you know, you've got the assistant referee right there for protection.
Chiefs were down here in January, just after New Year, beaten by Cape Town City in Mushun Etegrol's first match in charge. The fans now having another look at their favourites and getting a much more favourable scoreline.
Oh, they've still got 20 minutes to ensure they get that over the final hurdle. I would love to have a second goal as a buffer here.
Well, that gets away from Jabbar. Still plenty of time to change this game around, but really do need an uptick in fortunes to Stellenbosch. Kaizer Chiefs, good value for their lead, it must be said.
I think the Chiefs fans are also increasingly waiting for substitution from their side.
Yeah, they want to see Shabalala and Vilakazi. But things are tight at the moment. This is a real physical battle. You wonder, Shabalala and Vilakazi might just get brushed and bruised. Morris and Lilepo not working out.
I think similar to the last game, you probably see the introduction of Zwane and Shabalala, because Morris and Lilepo, generally after 70 minutes, the legs feels it a bit more.
Goals from Rowan Human and Wade Uester have Amazulu 2 up against Marumo Gallants. That's going to be interesting in terms of the log as well. Amazulu will go to 23 points above Stellenbosch. They'll jump above both Golden Arrows and Stellenbosch if things stay the same. Kaizer Chiefs are going to go above Sekhukhune into 4th place. Remember, tomorrow Pirates and Sundowns live from Loftus, 3:30. Cape Town City are playing at Magesi as well. That game will be streaming on DSTV. And Saturday evening, Galaxy against Chipper and Richards Bay against Polokwane City. Polokwane City will be up against Stellenbosch next Thursday in Stellenbosch in the Nedbank Cup. That's where Ikram Reina scored 5 goals against them last season.
That was very tight. Mordi just being caught offside. Good build-up from Chiefs from the back. Chiefs have definitely turned up here tonight with the attitude of wanting all 3 points.
This might be the game that just gives them that little confidence boost that's perhaps been lacking. Haven't won and away games as they beat Supersport United in Polokwane in the Carling knockout. 6 matches before today without a win on the road. Ball into the middle for Nku at the back post. Battling away with the Clockway, who makes an excellent stop. Suddenly there, a glimmer of hope for Stellenbosch. Morris to Maat. Lilepo, who looks to be struggling a bit on that right-hand side, not going at full pace anymore. Onto his right foot, this might fall here for Morris. Blocked. And then Modi Nekoloane, no foul. Maloisani, and away from Stevens, back in from Ignacio Miguel. Lilepo again, trying to tease his way past Jabbar. Ball still not out of play. The full circumference hadn't gone over the line. The linesman was 100% right. The biggest cheer of the night is going to go for the arrival of Shabalala momentarily. In the meantime, Miguel clears. Not the best of passes for De Klokwe. I think Tele in the midfield is also tiring a little bit. All these new signings coming to Chiefs not as match fit as they would have liked. Titus and Tele fouled by Titus.
Well, we saw that in the last game as well. The 3 substitutions, Lilepo, Morris and Tele making way. Can't see any different here tonight.
This was that earlier chance for Stellenbosch at the back post. And De Klokwe getting in the way.
I think Nku was looking to play in Titus, but De Klokwe did really well getting his body in between the ball and that pass.
Looks like Potsane might be coming on as well. He's another tricky player. Palace offside against Nekoloane.
I think Potsane will definitely be coming in for Lilepo, but before that, Stellenbosch will be making a change.
Fake Abrams will come on for Pili, youngster who was actually sent off in the GDC not so long ago, I think at the weekend. Abrams played at Cape Town Spurs under you, Sean.
Yeah, he was introduced into the first team, made a couple of substitutions in the Motsepe Championship Foundation, the Foundation Championship. But at the time he was also at school, so it was a little bit difficult to balance the two.
This is Abrams' first appearance for Stellenbosch in a top flight encounter. Up against Kaizer Chiefs, he goes onto the right side and Titus to the left. And we're still waiting for Potsane and Shabalala to come on for Kaizer Chiefs.
I think Morris will definitely be one of those players making way, because you can clearly see the runs are not the same anymore, the same as Lilepo.
Time is running out here for Stellenbosch if they are to launch a comeback. That's good work from Morris, just emptying out the tank here. Now the changes. Shabalala for Sereno. And Morris off for Shabalala. So Lilepo will stay on. I think he was perhaps hoping he could get an early rest.
The other way he can get a rest if he goes up front. You know, Shabalala comes in the middle, Potsane on the right hand side. Exactly. We'll see Lilepo go up front. Keep the Stellenbosch defenders busy.
Potsane wide, full of trickery, and now that Ndaka is off, Twili been moved. Let's see what Nku can do here. That's Abrams getting a little flick on there. Gets away from Palace, stolen by Potsane. Now Lilepo up against Ture. Dele. Shabalala. Mordi turns. Good challenge from Moloi Sani. Not for the first time tonight. Abrams. Looking for Titus up front. All on his own, really. $10 to go here at Athlone, plus a little stoppage time. Kaizer Chiefs in the driving seat, looking to move up into 4th position in the Betway Premiership. Looking a lot better for them than it was a couple of months ago. I think a good result here tonight will put the disappointment of last week's derby well behind them.
Well, I think every game they win will increase the confidence, not just in the squad but also in the fans.
Space here for Frosler. Has a look up. He's got a left foot, of course. Goes for goal himself. He hasn't scored since the derby, I think 2 years ago now, when they lost 2-1. Chase now for Lekoloane, but Ignacio Miguel gets there first. This might fall for Titus. No. Taylor went down too easily. Yes, Titus now. Showed too much of that for Frosler. Mart, he looks up. What options ahead for him? Over the top for Lilepo. Cut out by Ture. Well, he's still doing a lot of running up front, Lilepo. Not getting that rest that Sean Bartlett predicted.
But I think it's a lot less when you're on the wings. You've got to go forward and you've got to defend. So you'll have a lot more breathing time now, staying up front.
Fresh set of legs here from Abrams. Can he get it square? Cut out by Ignacio Miguel. Finds Shabalala. Taylor almost ran himself into a bit of trouble. There's no rush for Kaizer Chiefs. They are leading here.
Well, the longer you keep the ball, the better for you, because the opponents need to come and try and get it back.
Lovely touch from Frosler. And then Potsane loses out.
Not exactly sure what Potsane saw with that pass.
Moloi Sani just showed a bit much there, but he's recovered. Abrams, nice and lively since coming on. Nku, Palace. Looking for Lekoloane. Doesn't get the touch.
That's a great cross from Faiz Abrams. In between the defense and the goalkeepers, always tricky. No one knows who to go and attack and who to defend. Lekoloane just couldn't get a touch on it.
Now Daba. Tabar hangs up there for Lekoloane. Abrams down is Nku, wins the free kick. Well, a bit feisty now, but Dortley refusing to drop back. Good clearance here, and a chance for number 2 on the breakaway is Mordi. Support from Lilepo. Is he going to go on his own? Yes, he is, and that left foot lets him down. That was a clear chance. Finishing has not been his strong point of late, Pule Mordi.
Well, that was the perfect opportunity to get the second goal. You can even see behind him Shabalala sprinting to try and get some sort of sniff at a chance. All he had to do is keep it low and across goal. Unfortunately, just leaning back and skied it over at the final time.
4 minutes plus stoppage time remain. Kaizer Chiefs have got the crowd going here. All the support in their ears now. Well, Mutongs haven't had much opportunity to dance of late, but they're enjoying tonight's proceedings as much as everybody else here at the Athlone Stadium.
Oh, there's still about 3 minutes to go with injury time. It's a little bit early to start celebrating now.
Lilepo gets the yellow, and at the same time, look at him telling the bench, I need to rest now. He's got a bit of a hamstring problem, so he claims. Ball in the middle here, looking for Lekoloane, and cleared away by Dortley. Nku was lurking behind. Now we'll have to wait because Lilepo's gone down. And he's been furiously signalling, take me off. And Kaizer Chiefs have got someone ready? I don't think so.
Well, they can always bring on a Blom and maybe just play Shabalala as a false 9, because at this moment in time, you rather want to secure the 3 points than try and get the second goal.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Lilepo to go off. Blom, who was suspended on Tuesday against Amazulu, will come on. He can play anywhere, Blom. It took me a while about deciding that. There was a fairly large conference going on. Keep on cooking, Nabi. Glory Day just around the corner. A believing fan. He's got a lot of goodwill from the supporters since arriving. Not many coaches would have lasted this long with the 6 wins and 6 losses in the league matches coming into today's game. So Blom in, here comes the corner. Vume gets a little touch to it, and away goes Mordi. He's been full of running tonight. Still Mordi down this touchline. Blom on the inside. And I wanted the ball back to Mordi. Blom just eats into the time here. A minute plus stoppage time to go. We hear from touchline that it'll be an additional 5 minutes. Last touch, Shabalala. Goal kick, Stellenbosch. Chance to get themselves onto the front foot here. Titus over the top here, looking for Lekoloane. Good clearing header away from De Klokwe. Now Palace, excuse me. Maloisane with a long throw in here, a little bit short with the wind, but flick-ons. Titus goes for the spectacular. Desperate measures now for Stellenbosch. Are they going to lose for a 5th time to Kaizer Chiefs? 5th time in 7 visits the Chiefs have made away games against Stellenbosch. They really have had a number on them. This is the Stellenbosch team that beat Pirates away from home, that beat Sundowns home and away in the MTN 8 semi-finals at the start of the season. Outside of the boot from Nduli, it'll hang a little bit, but too close to the keeper in the end. He'll take his time, Vuma.
Now we no longer see that 6-second rule apply, do we? The minute you catch the ball as a goalkeeper, to release it within 6 seconds.
I think in the last 5 years I've seen it blown up once and we all said, what? Jabbar straight to Frosler. Mordy's had an excellent game tonight. Mart. Dava will get there first. Away goes Titus. Now Palace. Can he get Abrams away? Could this be a dream debut for the new man? Gets it across the face of goal, but off target. He's got some pace, the youngster.
Well, totally had to sprint across there. You can see the Stellenbosch fans were hoping for that ball to go in. Like you said, it would have been a dream debut for Faiz Abrams. Just drags it across. Couldn't find that far post.
He's the archetypal Stellenbosch player, isn't he? The pace. That's a confident shot as well for a young man who's getting his first taste here of action in a Stellenbosch shirt. Shabalala, too strong, finds Sage Stevens. 2 minutes remain. We've had 3 of the 5 added on by Mr. Badi. Here's Devon Titus, still Titus, too strong as he looks for Nku. Abrams will look to keep it in play with Nku. Shabalala, and the clearance away is up to Mordi, to Mart. Potsani out wide. Chiefs just looking to hold possession. Now Mart gives it away, although Blom might get here. Back to Mordi again. They can just hold on to the ball. Offside against Shabalala.
Well, going into the final minute now.
Good strong header from Dortley, who lands rather heavily. Shabalala continues. Mokele Mart, and we've had a whistle from Mr. Badi, who wants to get some treatment here for Rushwan Dorte. He just landed awkwardly in this challenge here with Nku on the side. Immediately his hand up looking for some treatment, so that might add another 30 seconds or so on. Now you wonder, Sean, is this a little bit of a turning point for Kaizer Chiefs?
I think everybody's hoping that, but that young man there, Faiz Abrams, did everything well except for this shot on target.
Chiefs' next league game is home to SuperSport United, who they beat 4-0 in cup action earlier this season, and then of course Mamelodi Sundowns on the 1st of March. So two pretty tough league games coming up. Before that, of course, they play Chippa United in the cup next Saturday. Mashiani on, and Mordi gets a well-deserved rest here. Mashiani will get just not even a minute, I don't fancy. This is the last chance now for Stellenbosch to get this forward. No, it's not. Final whistle from Nicolo Vadi. Kaizer Chiefs win on the road for the first time since October. A hard-fought triumph here against Stellenbosch. Celebrations for the fans. And Kaizer Chiefs now up into 4th place in the Betway Premiership standings. Lilepo with tonight's winner, just signed from France, and gets the all-important goal. Your thoughts, Sean?
Yeah, I think Chiefs came here to get all 3 points here tonight. From the first minute on, you could see the intention, the energy, a lot of pressing on the Stellenbosch defense and midfield, not allowing them any time or space. And there wasn't a lot of resistance from Stellenbosch either, especially in the first 45 minutes. Second 45, obviously they tried as hard as they could.